I'm April Kaplowitz. I'm a junior economics major, and I spent my summer in front of a computer at a desk. And it was actually amazing. I have been a tutor in West Philly, working with at-risk youth. I've worked in solidarity with tomato pickers in Southern Florida. I have fought for the rights alongside taxi drivers in Austin, Texas. And this summer, I answered a phone. But it wasn't just any phone. It was the Microtest intern phone. Basically, what I did was worked with an organization called Mercy Corps Northwest, right in downtown Portland near the Saturday Market. So you probably recognize it, shiny new building. Mercy Corps is the larger global organization that does development work all around the world to help improve folks' living standards. In Portland, we are the only domestic program. We also are in Washington, and we do development work that we feel like impacts this community that we're all in. We help folks with small businesses who want to start small businesses or already have them get resources that they wouldn't otherwise get. So we do classes, we do matched loans and grants, and we do education. I started with them in January. I was connected with them through Noelle Natussel, and when I started, I was kind of doing interny stuff, but I was actually promoted to Microtest. Promoted, I say this because I didn't get paid, it's volunteer work, and I was actually supervising this amazing student from Claremont McKenna, Jacob, while we did our self-assessment. That's what I mean when I say Microtest. Basically, what that was collecting surveys and using our internal data to create a report and also to create a body of very useful data to send to the Aspen Institute, which is a nonprofit that does data work for other nonprofits, to be able to get a sense of the scope of the work that nonprofit organizations do. At the end of the summer, after I had this big spreadsheet with about 17,000 data points, I presented everything to our staff. And I found some very exciting things. One of them was that we are seen as very, very helpful by about 92% of the folks that I surveyed at 100-person sample size. And also that with only the 100 clients, just from that sample, we had about 357 in the pool and much more in kind of a larger pool, can explain more later, that created about 50 jobs. So 100 clients that we served created about 50 jobs. I also had some recommendations for them that were inspired by my project. One of them was to do a stories collection project. I interviewed this amazing woman, Cassie Ridgway. You can see our little sticker in the background. She owns MagBig, which is a maker-creator consignment store in Hawthorne. I very much encourage you to go. It's totally amazing. And she said her biggest success since working with Mercy Corps Northwest was being able to pay all of her employees. And the most thing that kind of hit my heart was that she actually still waitresses. I don't know when she sleeps. I think as a Reedy, like, oh, I'm so busy, but she owns a business. She also designs the clothes, and she has several employees, and she waitresses at night. So seeing Cassie on the floor doing the analytical work really taught me the value of having a strong database. So another project that I'm currently working on alongside Aspen is cleaning up our database and actually working on a more automated survey process so that we can reach our clients better and so that whoever does the microtest next year can have a better time of it. And so also I'm going to be kind of running that next year, so if anyone is interested in doing that, I would love to help you out. Another project that I'm doing is starting a collaboration group for some of the folks in small businesses. We have so many clients who graduated from our program, they don't have a place to meet. So what I'm doing with that is now leading kind of the project I proposed and creating a networking group that is a space for clients to interact with each other, to find collaboration space, and to be able to connect outside of our office. One of the allies that we kind of have in this is an organization locally called Cake, which is also a small business, and they do consulting for other small businesses. So there's this sort of intersection that I've been able to explore in the small business community in Portland. And again, I'm really wanting to pass on this project next semester when I'm abroad in Florence to a Reedy. So if you're interested in that, please, please, please talk to me because I want this to be a read-based project. My supervisor, our dad is a Reedy, Noelle connected me with this and she's on the board, and it's really important to me that Reedies get involved. I would also love to see Reedies actually coming in as clients. So if you want to start a small business, you are in the income bracket because you're a student, please, please come talk to me. So as I said, I learned how analytics and doing data work is super important to understand what we're doing well and also to do things like get funding. When I was in West Philly, you can see me in my very charming uniform that I wore every day, I saw that my students needed a role model. I saw that the data work that I did with them dramatically increased the amount of productivity I was about to have. And I love working with people. I've always loved it. And even though I was in front of a desk, I did whatever I could to connect. So right now, I am working on pursuing a career in business because as some folks kind of tapped into a little bit, there's only so much we can do. And I know that the skill set, the connections, and the financial resources that that career will give me will be able to allow me to make a bigger impact. After all, my entire education is paid for by Bill Gates, and he's financed the education of hundreds of thousands of young people, and that would be my dream. And last weekend, I was actually at a Out for Undergrad conference. It's a GLBT business conference that's hosted in New York City. They do other conferences as well. And I was really able to see the way that social change, social impact, and financial work, business work are able to better our community. Thank you.